Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Caves of Khud. So, I decided that I wanted to play a pretty similar character. I'm still really into this idea of the mental mutation using axe wielder. I really dig this whole put that face on your face thing. And so I thought, okay, if we're going to do a pretty simple character, or a pretty similar character, probably it's not worth putting all of that same stuff on camera again. So this character is already at the point where we're going to go to Gritgate. Let's talk about the adventures of Maru Gamut and what is different. So first of all, I did not name this character. I let the game name the character. I thought maybe with naming the character myself, the game was punishing me a little bit for my hubris, which is fair. I have a lot of hubris. So I let the game name this one, and it does seem like things have gone a little bit better. So I was thinking, okay, what was the problem we had there? We had two problems, really. One, chain gun turret. It's a pretty big problem. And two, the idea of wearing a face on your face is pretty good. Two faces are better than one. But surely, if two faces are better than one, four faces must be better than two. So, in order to solve our problems, number one, the electromagnetic pulse mutation just turns off robots and artifacts in the area around you. Figured that might be a good solution in case we come around the corner and encounter a turret. And then problem two, two-headed. I brought twice as many faces from home, and then I have acquired additional face. Obviously, the face of Gro Ulu Ofo Ubu Mo Ub, the stalwart Snapjaw Fire Snarler. Unfortunately, does not grant me the ability to snarl fire. I guess it must come from somewhere behind the face. And then I do not have a second face. Wait, I do not have a fourth face to put on my second face. What I do have is this jewel-encrusted silver rondure. Now, I didn't know what a rondure actually was, so I went and looked it up, and it's like a decorative spherical thing. It looks a little bit like a tiny armillary sphere. I don't know how you wear that on your face. It equips to the face slot. So I get maybe like you open your mouth really wide, like it's holding your jaws open wide enough that the part of, it's the front part of your face and the rest of it's sort of like tilted upward, and that's how it's able to provide a point of armor value? Really not sure, but it's providing a point of armor value. It's hard to be upset about that. You might notice it's totally jewel-encrusted. We have quite a bit of jewel-encrusted stuff because I got lucky and encountered some jewelers, and I murdered them just brutally, just absolutely savagely. So, we have some trade value again. Traditionally, this has been a very good sign for our characters, encountering a bunch of jewelers out in the world. I was able to get a hold of a floating glow sphere, which is good because this character does not have night vision. And then we got some, we get some equipment here. The glazed boomstick of slimy Ud. I was having a real problem with my equipment always being slime covered. Unfortunately, every time I cleaned it off, a bunch of giant amoebas come out of nowhere and just re-slimulate me, so I just gave into it. This is our carbine. I discovered this fairly early on, and it was a real problem solver. It certainly helped with the jewelers. It's a nice weapon to find quickly. And then we also have this Vest of the Potent Chariot, which is just a nylon body pack. But, early nylon body pack is pretty cool. We also had a real bit of luck, and you can see here we've got like a compass bracelet and some magnetized boots. I've already found a Corpus Cholis, so we should probably really quickly look at this thing just to have the notes. Iron Shank, gel and oil. Monochrome is cider, and then flashbang yourself. Glot Rot is the flaming ick is wine, salt, and honey this time. And on fungal infections, an electric snail corpse, and gel and sap. Ooh, sap can be a little awkward to get a hold of sometimes. The only way I really know of to get sap is sometimes when you kill certain plant enemies, they put some sap out as they're dying. Well, let's just not get a fungal infection. How about we have that as plan A? And then I did find a solar cell already, which is exciting. I Found, yep, you can see some some pretty cool stuff. A jewel-encrusted engraved two-handed carbide folding hammer. Have I looked at this engraving before? Engraved the scene of the life of the ancient Sultan Antiroduct I. I don't think I had seen this. No, apparently I had. It didn't make a note of it. Yeah, and stuff to sell. Why am I just carrying bones around? You know, you pick things up and... Huh. Yeah, I just have a bunch of bones. That's weird. Oh, I found a programmable recoiler. In order to use this, apparently you have to imprint your surroundings on it. I put the solar cell in here and tried to do that, and it completely burned the solar cell out, and it wasn't enough power to get the job done. So we're gonna have to wait until we find a bigger cell before we can program this. But I think that's pretty neat. And check this out, Uber Nostrum and a little bit of salve. It's just like, it's been a very lucky game so far. So one thing I think is really cool about the procedural generation in Caves of Qud is that it feels like each game world is like... It feels like each game world that it generates is cool and exceptional. Which literally cannot be the case, right? They cannot all be exceptional, because that's not what the word exceptional means. But it does a really good job of making you feel like each time you go out into the world, some totally wild shit is ready to happen to you at any moment. And often does. Alright, let's look at these... I don't even know where I got these data discs. What is this? Liquid cooled. This weapon consumes 1 gram of pure water as part of its firing process on 15% of shots, and has increased rate of fire. That's pretty harsh. Like, that's a lot of water you could spend. Scaled, we know what this is. Yeah, it grants reputation with reptiles. That's not really that great. And the Gaslight Chisel. Huh. We've seen a Gaslight Kriss. I think a Kriss is already a short blade, right? So what would the Gaslight Chisel... Maybe it's not actually a weapon. Maybe it's intended to be a thing for... Chisel is... I was going to say a thing for digging. Chisel doesn't really say digging to me. But you would think that if it was a weapon, it would be a short blade, right? I don't know. It's tinkering too, so we'll probably never be able to learn it anyway. Yeah, so we have a 432-pound carry weight, and we just have so much... We have so much garbage. I have not actually looked around the stilt yet. We'll do that real quick here, and just get an idea of what we might want to spend on. Finally, our initial village had an unusual thing, a thing I've never seen before. Instead of having a single village leader, like an elder or something, it had a senate. The village leader position was held by like 6 dawn gliders, and I was able to water ritual with each of them. So I was able to generate a huge amount of reputation with the village right away, and then after doing that, plus the intro quests and getting a little bit of extra reputation for that, I had enough reputation to ask one of them to join the adventure. So, say hello to Senator Atsanen, which is an impossibly powerful dawn glider, just flies around with us and shoots fire at people, and it's awesome. Hated by the villagers of Kyakukia. Didn't notice that before. That could be a problem. If we go to Kyakukia, we might, well, burn that bridge when we come to it, I suppose. Yeah, I probably should have paid more attention to that. There were 6 of them, right? I could have recruited any one of them. I may have made a small tactical error here. Oh, one other thing that I guess I should talk about is I did try to go to Bela and do the Bela quest, and everyone in the village went nuts and attacked me immediately, and I didn't know why. Are you hated by Bela? No, you're not hated by Bela. Yeah, I have no idea why. Our reputation with Bela is fine. I don't know what it is that they didn't like about me, but, so I think we're probably not going to do Bela on this character. Alright, let's go have a look around. So, we have here a gun merchant, and also, is this data discs? This is finger coats. I feel like that sign gets used for a bunch of different stuff. Let's talk to the gunman. Might not want to touch anything on the workbenches. So you have some artifacts. I mean, we have a ton of trade value. We can buy anything we want to buy, really. You know what I do want to buy, actually, is ammo. I have spent pretty much the entire adventure out of ammunition, in no small part, because I'm using an automatic weapon. So you can see I've taken ammo purchasing a little bit more seriously recently, and I'm going to continue doing so. Let's give this guy... We have a bunch of weapons. I do not need all of these weapons. Would you like a... Holy crap! Wow, that's a valuable hammer. I did not realize that... Okay. Well, don't... You're not getting my hammer. Here, take... What's a thing that's heavy but not that valuable? Here, this. Take this. Oh, also, I don't remember. Did I give you stuff? One thing that's a bit of a bummer, I gave you a desert rifle to hold on to because I just had too many things. One thing that is a little bit of a bummer about having a flying follower is that she can occupy the same space that we can, so sometimes it's not 100% clear where she is in combat. These gloves have been engraved with a scene from the life of Unteriduct III. At first light under a rare and onyx sky, the people of Urkuan Grotto saw an image on the horizon that looked like a boots, bathed in onyx. Okay. The people built a monument to him and called him Boots in Onyx. I wish they called him A Boots in Onyx. So yeah, we have like a bunch of weird stuff in our inventory. Obviously nothing quite as cool as the geomagnetic disc. I'm pretty bummed out to have lost that character in such a dumb way, but you know, nobody to blame but myself. Someday I will plumb the depths of Bethesda Susa that I may meet the alchemist. Hey, I know that guy. He sometimes blows himself up. Oh, cool. A scene from The Life of a Chef, although I think this might be one we knew already. Nope. Okay, that's just new XP that we picked up there. And also some of this. And Tyrannic III won a decisive victory against the combined forces of Ekashan at the Battle of Darkabal Steeple. Alright. Cool history, my dude. Also, that guy had some neutron flux for sale. We might actually have been able to afford that. In fact, I would bet that we were able to afford that. Yo, salve injectors, give. Let me trade you. Have you heard the good news about my hammer? Because there's no way we want to use this, right? So I do not have any equipment on our senator. We probably should get some, because I'm sure, like, she has equipment slots, right? She could be stronger. Obviously, she has been in no danger from anything that we've faced so far. She still reads as impossible relative to me, so I'm not too concerned, but obviously it'd be good to turn up the effectiveness. Unfortunately, without the dominate skill, I don't know... What am I wearing on my hands, even? On my hands, I have nothing. Okay, hold on. That other glover actually had useful gloves, right? I feel like a fool, having just walked right past it. I was going to say that without Dominate, we can't actually see what equipment slots she has. She doesn't seem to have arms, so I'd be surprised if she had an arm or a hand slot. I don't know if she can equip weapons. Here, this is what I was thinking. Plastifer. Plastifer would be nice to have. They're expensive, but hard to say no to armor and dodge. And I mean, man, they are expensive though, huh? Well, we're gonna do it. I think I have the money to make it happen. So first of all, let's sell the things that we know we have no use for. There is no way I'm gonna get Tinker 2. This Gaslight Chisel, very unrealistic. Then this, by the way, this small broken trinket here, this is almost certainly a power cell of some kind. In fact, I pulled it out of a thing. I know it's a power cell of some kind, but I actually broke it when attempting to examine it because this character is a big dumb klutz. So we're gonna have to figure that out. I don't need these leather boots. I don't need these woolly Boy, what are elastine gloves? +1 agility. You know what? I'll just wear these. That's fine. Why are these not equipped? I picked up too much good stuff. We have a crappy shawl, but we might want to hold on to that because, you know, cold resist. That said, cold resist might be slightly less important when we have a follower who can breathe fire. What is your name again? Why am I so forgetful? Atzanin. That's not even complicated. That's a pretty short and simple name. Atzanin. Let's see what's going on over here. This is a big tent. You must be doing very well for yourself. Hard to imagine, given the number of people selling gloves in this village. In 4580 BR, a corrupt administrator was appointed Minister of Hamrod. She outlawed the practice of imposing one's will. Wow. And Antiriduct III was forced to flee. You don't usually see a law that invalidates itself. The existence of this law is made illegal by this law. That's wild. And even more information about Reshef. Awesome. I believe I've shared 3 or 4 secrets from Reshef's life with the Coiled Lamb guy, so I think we're going to get a lot of XP for those. Oh, hold on. I didn't actually see what was on the right side of this screen. There is, in fact, a tent. Who knows? It could be something cool. It's boots. What kind of boots am I actually wearing? I'm wearing feet. Jewel-encrusted, blood-stained elastine slippers. Ah, yes, plus move speed. Very exciting. Double muscle does lower our move speed a little bit, so these have put us back above minimum. You have an injector for some reason. Violet. Was Violet Sphinx Salt? It might be. I don't remember if it is or not, and I'm gonna take the chance because Sphinx Salt's real good. Let's hope that we can successfully identify this. Shade Oil. Yeah, that one's alright too. I have no regrets. So I dig having psychometry. I think it's a really cool mutation. It's very expensive in terms of mutation points during build, so it's a really nice thing to get as a post-build first mutation. And we do have 5 mutation points. We could get another one. But I think I'm probably just going to plow the mutation points we have now into our existing mutations. Deep in the wilds of the gambler's aristocracy of Kashur, Antiriduct IV stumbled upon a clan of highly entropic beings performing a secret ritual. Because of her reputation for murdering someone by inventing and releasing clockwork beetles. We should all be so lucky. We should all have such a reputation. What a wonderful thing. Kashur, gambler home. Alright. Those visit this, oh, I didn't actually trade for his ammo. Those visit this historical place quests tend to be very high payout in our experience, so I'm excited to receive that. We still have not actually done the Golgotha quest before level 12. I should probably try to do that on a character sometime soon, just so that we know what it yields. Oh, right! Albino ape pelts! I'm carrying so many albino ape pelts. These are so heavy. Alright, we need to find some... I don't know that I want to make this trade here, because we can only carry so much water. And also, water's very heavy. Here, take a short bow? I certainly don't want this short bow. Why am I even carrying this? We need to find something fun and expensive to buy, because I don't want to carry all of these ape pelts anymore. Ooh, you have a solar cell. I'll take that for sure. Antiriduct III, won a decisive victory against the combined forces of Ekashin at the bloody Battle of Akamu Steeple, so rife with smashed rubble that it was renamed the Commanding Quagmire. I guess that's pretty good, you Quagmire relative. Generally speaking, don't want to get involved in any kind of quagmire. Alright, I think this is worth a couple of ape pelts. That's why we're so heavy. Because this is just like a huge number of ape pelts. Here, we'll do... Actually, yeah, I'll give you all of them, because we can afford to take on 29 grams of water for losing this much weight. How am I doing on water skins, though? I think I have some honey. Yeah, so we don't really have a lot of carry space left. We could buy some, what do you call it? We could buy some water skids, though. We could buy some canteens or something. Hello, massive frog, the bloated pearl frog. I would like to chat with you. Do you have pearls? No, you have the Canticles Chromaic. No thank you. You know, I'm just not a big reader, is the thing. This is just a hookah bar. This is going to be a food place. Concentrated Dreambeard gland paste. Oh, sadly I did have to use our free Yonder Cane. It turns out it's actually pretty hard to escape from the Warden in Bela. She has charge on a very short cooldown. That's just a turret. A musket turret and mechanist convert. You know, I guess that's on me a little bit for... The acid-covered humor takes 1 damage from acid. Really? It's an acid-dripping thing that is not immune to acid. Huh. Pariah to its people, probably for its lack of immunity to acid. Oh, Dromad Caravan, apparently. You know, you'd think there would be Dromad Caravans at the Stilt more often. But yeah, the Warden of Bela was kicking my ass as I was trying to run away, and we had to Yonder Cane to get away from her, which was a little... I felt a little bad about it, but I tried everything else, and nothing was actually escaping. Should we buy all of the artifacts here just so that we can identify the different kinds of grenades? We could. We probably could afford to. Let's check out this Dromad Caravan. Nope, that's just a big empty tent. Weird. Oh, there is one other thing. One other interesting thing that happened. I found a... Wow, check out that armor. I found the lair of a legendary gunsmith, and I went down into the lair, and, you know, they had a bunch of hired guards, as they often do. And, there were hostile creatures on the level of the lair that the gunsmith was on, and the hostile creatures managed to kill all of the guards. So there is a legendary gun. There's a merchant carrying a ton of guns, standing around completely undefended in a place on our map, and it doesn't feel... If morally, it feels like maybe I shouldn't go kill that guy and steal all of his stuff, but also, we do have the option of going and killing that guy and stealing all of his stuff, if that's a place that we want to, you know... this guy has some really cool stuff. Crysteel and Fullerite. Like, check that out, man. That's a dagger that does 1d12 damage. That is nuts. Like, we're pretty all in on our axes, so obviously we're not going to buy that. I might buy this Fullerite plate mail, though. I think we can put that together. And then I'm real curious about this artifact. So, this... plate mail is going to be very heavy, but we're going to move our existing armor over to our friend when we take it, so it's not going to be a big deal. I mean, let's put up all of the weapons that we don't want. Trying to make sure I'm actually getting everything here. I have a lot of garbage. There's been a lot of walking around and getting into trouble. We don't need these hyper-elastic ankle implant. Do you want these bones? I'm going to give you these bones. These bones, I'll throw them in for free. You don't even have to worry about it. I do not need a Borderlands revolver, or a desert rifle, or a pump shotgun, or 2 pump shotguns. So let's see. That's 300 right there before we even get to the gems. I have these bronze ingots, these copper nuggets... These beaded bracelets, these are all yours. That leaves us 90 short. Easy enough. Oh, sturdy beaded bracelets. Obviously increased trade value. I can guarantee you, personally guarantee you, these bracelets will never break. I have not attempted to use our Joppa recoiler. Joppa doesn't exist, right? If you don't start there. I'm curious exactly what that would do. I mean, I guess it would probably just take you to the ruins, but, you know, free ruins. Is this all the stuff I want to sell? I have these luminous well, I have a single luminous horse room. I think I'm gonna hold on to it, I guess. I don't see any reason, really, to get rid of it. So I might just... Yeah, we'll just make this deal. I'll trade you a little bit of water, too. I kind of want to trade for this weird artifact, because I'm curious what it is, but it's very, very expensive. Alright, so, pretty good to get some Fullerite plate mail this early in the game. And where is my ally? In the same space that I was in. You currently have no gear. How would you like some plate mail? I'm assuming she's got to be able to wear armor, right? She has a body slot, I'm sure. Maybe I should have saved a weapon. She probably has claws or something. She can definitely breathe fire. I've seen that on a number of occasions. She's not always super careful about where the fire goes. It sometimes ends up in some places. I guess I could give you some some other stuff, too. Here's some boots. I don't really have I don't have any spare hats or anything. But we should probably be trying to make sure. I guess, she doesn't have feet. Yeah. Okay, but the plate mail helps. It's an extra 4 points of armor value. So I'm at 8 AV now, which is not as high as you would like. Yeah, I guess I do not have very many items on that have armor value. I need another helmet, for one thing. And then my slippers and my gloves are just dodge value. And we're still at 6 dodge value, even with negative 6 dodge. This character's not going to end up with as much agility as Mithter had. So we probably will never be able to quite reach the heights of dodge value that Mithter possessed. But we might be able to get pretty high up. That's just another hookah bar. Just a big mushroom here for no reason. These guys that's the wrong button. These guys just sell apples. Apples and apple liquids. I appreciate that guy. The one who called his shop Apples Yum. He's going for a little bit of personality to set him apart from the crowd that is right next to him. I think that's wise. Is this shields? This is books. Books are good. Also, hopefully not too expensive. We have a reasonable ego. Do you have anything fun? You have 3 copies of From Entropy to Hierarchy for some reason. And yes, all of your books are very expensive. Well, I'm not at a place where I think I feel comfortable just turning all of these gemstones into XP. Not when there are still potentially so many fascinating things to purchase. Like, for example, fancy guns. I am really curious about what could that artifact have been for it to be worth 900 money? Do you think it's worth it? We might... I don't know if we have $900 worth of gemstones, but we're probably close. And then this is just going to take us back to the front of the temple, right? And here we have another bookbinder. Interesting. I wonder what I guess it's going to be random to some degree because the procedurally generated books seem to have random XP payouts. But I wonder what the average dollars per XP is on buying books from bookbinders. Alright, let's share some secrets. 3,000 XP, pretty fun. And then another 4,000 beyond that. We're fairly close to our next level already. Pretty great stuff. So, I'm going to do it. We're going to go buy that artifact because I bet it's really cool. Whatever it is, I might need to wear my fancy telescopic monocle thing while trying to identify it. I found an artifact jeweler's loop, basically. Which hopefully will be helpful in this endeavor. Hello, friend. Let's trade. You have things that I find exciting due to their weirdness. So... Oh yeah, we have plenty of money, actually. These guys, and Jasper, and that's not the button I meant to press. Okay, we'll do this, and we'll take on some more water. I think we should be able to hold... Because we just paid out 30 water a minute ago. Yeah, we should be able to hold that. Alright, watch it be something completely worthless. Let's just throw this on real quick. I'll temporarily unequip that big face. It's a pistol. It's a laser gun. Well, okay, that's probably not actually worth the money that we paid for it. Read early history with psychometry. It is too complex. But I forgot that was a thing that psychometry lets you do. We do have Tinker 1, I believe. No, we don't. We need 19 intelligence, which we do not have. Oh, I hit level... So, next level, we're going to gain a skill point, or a stat point in every stat. Do I want to put a point into strength here, or do we want to hold off? Because we could just take Decapitate next level. If I was going to hold off, what would I put it into? Maybe toughness? Maybe agility. Could be ego. Speaking of ego, let's level up some of our stuff here. So this bestows the ability to construct an identified artifact up to complexity tier 3 if you have the appropriate tinker power. So that's the only thing that levels up. Yeah, it doesn't even help me identify more complex artifacts. Let's not spend time or spend points on that. The upgrades to time dilation are fairly incremental. We could also upgrade this, or electromagnetic pulse has a fairly short duration. So yeah, that upgrade might be worthwhile. And two-headed. Oh, I kind of forgot the two-headed gives you a lower action cost on your mental powers. That's pretty cool. So we can activate time dilation at less of a cost. That's probably actually a good thing. Maybe a thing worth focusing on even, since we're not going to get any bonuses to it naturally. Yeah, you know, we probably want to use our mutation points largely for our physical mutations. So I'm gonna upgrade the level of two-headed a couple of times. Actually, I'm just gonna upgrade it a bunch. 40% lower action costs. Check that out. And then we'll go pulse up one level as well. Pretty arbitrary. Okay, and then I guess we should try to figure out what we're building towards. So we'll be able to take on Decapitate next level. And we're pretty close to next level already. I guess if I want to get Berserk, I should keep putting points in strength. R2 hit is not super high though, and we probably could use the agility. And agility is prereq for all kinds of combat type skills, including the dual wielding stuff. Yeah. Alright, let's take dual wield. And then I definitely do want more weapon swings. We could speed up, if I took a point of intelligence here, it would get us Tinker 1 next level. How much do I even want that, though? You know what? The answer is not none. We'll take that. Plus skill points, you know. Alright, I got Spicer from an NPC somewhere, so we should probably take Cooking and Gathering so we can at least make use of it. This character is not a carnivore. Because I couldn't afford any more mutation points. Turns out some of the stuff we like, Time Dilation and Double Muscled, quite expensive, actually. We have Charge already. I would like to get Juke eventually, so Tactics might be worth picking up. But I think we're gonna grab. Ooh, maybe Endurance? We could also pick up some shield stuff. I don't even have basic shield. Can't you... Don't you get basic shield for free from the Warden here? Yeah, let's do that. Actually, I guess I don't know if I have enough Warden reputation to afford that. I probably do, right? Because we've definitely done the water ritual here, and then, of course, our starting town had a Warden and stuff, so... Nope, just gonna walk right into the brambles. You know how I love those... Damn it. You know how I love those brambles. Alright, don't you teach shield? Yes, you do. I should learn that. For free. Okay. It's free-ish. But we don't actually own any shields. But we can. We could fix that. We would be able to make good use of Shield Slam. Deft blocking. Whenever you block, there's a chance that your opponent is stunned. Staggering block seems pretty alright. And then I guess... What else might we want? We're a little ways off of ambidexterity. We could grab some wayfaring stuff, I suppose. I'm going to hold off on the shield skills till we actually have a decent shield, I think. Oh, I don't have Cleave yet. Duh, get Cleave. And then also Charging Strike. What, mine's compass just reduces your chance of getting lost? You know, honestly, it's pretty worthwhile. Alright, I think we'll save from here. Alright, this character is, at this point, pretty well developed. And so, I think the time has come to head to Gritgate. I think we are, like, way more than prepared for Gritgate. But, before we do that, we did just pick up a quest to go to a historical place. I would like to... Where is that? Sure. 24 parasangs east of Golgotha. Okay, so... Golgotha's there. It's somewhere in this... Ah, there it is. Where gamblers plied their craft in isolation. That's not really how... You kind of need other people around for to gamble. Apparently we've just stumbled into the settlement of Salthold. Hello? Are you just a normal... Yeah, you're just a normal apple farmer. Okay. I'll just be on my way, thanks. You can see we've discovered quite a lot of locations. Largely due to this thing getting lost and stumbling on a thing immediately. Wow. Incredible. It just happened again. Well, please do not do that. Oh, there's multiple turrets. That's a big burning ember. Yep. It turns out our senator friend is very powerful. Like, absolutely terrifying. Ow, I got... The momentum from your charge causes your axe to cleave deeper through the wrought iron fence's armor. Why would I even hit the wrought iron fence? Okay, so some free armor. We're gonna have to take a little bit of a rest. I probably should have electromagnetic pulsed when I saw that there were 2 turrets, but, you know, musket turrets. I do not give them the respect that they are probably due. Voltaicus Frog's Ruin, we've already seen that one. I'm just gonna sit in the corner here for a second and replenish my health. Alright, is there anything else of interest going on here? Not even gonna bother picking that stuff up. It's possible that that is the entire ruin. It's like, why does the auto-explorer want to move me adjacent to... Yep. I like the way the game words that the flaming Snapjaw Scavenger dies. Like, it was just a quality that he had. You know, he was just on fire when we showed up. Pretty extra, really. It's a little bit more than you probably needed to do there. But I appreciate the enthusiasm. If there's one thing you can say about Senator Atsinen, whose name I absolutely remember, it's that she has a lot of enthusiasm. Let's eat something real fast, just to get not hungry. Okay. Oh, right, I'm lost. I sure would love to not be lost anymore. I feel like we took wayfaring and we immediately got worse at traveling. You discover Kashwubas Yarem's Hedge. Okay, just another farm. I have discovered so many tiny little apple farms. Like, a really huge percentage of the markers on the map are just an apple farm I found. It's such a nightmare. You know, just traveling anywhere is such a nightmare. Maybe I should buy more wayfaring skills, just to reduce the amount that we have to stop. It's probably a good idea. Alright, we just gotta find ourselves... Ow! No, never mind, that didn't hit me. There was a big red tent and it was near me. I thought she breathed fire on me. The chameleon's just dancing back and forth awkwardly. You feeling alright there? Feeling hostile, apparently. We do still need a face. I should probably be dismembering enemies that we get within melee range of. Alright, so we're gonna cross the river kind of near Kyakukia. Maybe not gonna go into Kyakukia. It seems perhaps unwise. You discover blood. Nah. This village was named when one goat folk had a big... Jeez, just going right for it, huh? One goat folk had a big water a water skin full of blood and offered it to another one. And his friend was like, blood? Nah. Okay, you're fine. You're not actually in danger. You're just covered in blood. Well, this is exactly the kind of stuff we should pick up. I mean, I'm just gonna rest for a second in the corner here. Never mind. Apparently we're doing this. I'm a little reluctant to shoot my big ridiculous rifle. So we'll just try to engage in a little bit of careful dismemberment. I am taking a fair amount of damage here, though. This is when I miss my stinger. Oh, we have flurry. I'm gonna flurry you. You did not die. And you're choosing not to fight, instead putting out the fire. Probably a pretty smart move. Aha! Additional face. It is still on fire? I'm gonna pick it up. Alright, then we're gonna rest in this corner for a second. Cool. Nobody interrupted. We're gonna steal the treasure. Wow, that is treasure. I'm actually very excited about that treasure. Do you think this is a good idea? Did you not see the giant dragon? My friend the dragon? At Zanen, you swell with the inspiration to name an item. Yep, this is a good time to name my slippers, I think. Let's name the battle axe. I would like to choose a name. Choosing a name from the culture of the thing you just killed with your axe feels a little mocking to me. Like, it just seems like bad manners. I'm going to name it based on its qualities. The Edge of the Uncanny Skull. Okay, so it's got to be, honestly, Arctic Camouflage and Astral, both pretty appropriate for a skull thing. Let's do Astral. Also, level 12. It's a pretty good level. Weird artifact. It's a... Oh, Resonance Grenade. Excellent. Yeah, absolutely. So, upon reaching level 12, we hit a bunch of important thresholds, and we can take Decapitate. Hooray! I'm glad I saved up skill points, because I did not remember the number of... You get charged immediately. Please don't fire breathe me. Probably go ahead and apply a quick... Oh, apparently Dismember's still on cooldown. Man, this thing is really hitting me. I take a lot of damage really quickly. I mean, 8-6 is not awesome defenses. I feel a lot better with the big plate mail, but it's definitely... could still get better. I need to move a little bit closer. Alright, managed to miss me, which I really appreciate, and then we chopped its face off. Here's the thing, you're not using your face in a responsible way. Should I be in the space with the living flame? Probably not. I do not want chainmail, but I will take your thermal grenades. Well, this has been a pretty high-value excursion so far. Yo, what are you shooting fire at? Okay, apparently I had not seen that goat folk. Alright, you handle that one, I'll handle this one. I think we probably have this under control. I'm still taking a lot of damage from these guys, like, pretty quickly. Yeah, 11 damage. I guess we're fighting enemies who are equipped with, like, carbide and stuff. These people are not jokes. These are serious weapons. I'm a little worried about my health. Ow. And I was gonna say, I don't actually know where the enemy is. You are getting boomsticked. No, don't take them then. Good call. I'll take the short sword, and then I'm gonna back up into this building here. I'm just gonna keep resting. Just gonna hang out for a second. Are you good out there, or what's happening? Yeah, you look fine. You are very red, but no, you're fine. Okay, just take a moment to heal. I should probably eat something too. Wow, what is going on? Why did it take 645 turns to heal? That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem like the number that ought to take. I'm just gonna start a fire in this guy's house, and we're gonna choose ingredients to cook with. It turns out I don't actually have that many things. Also, I took off that face and I never put it back on. So I don't have any food. I'm just gonna whip up a meal. Probably be good for us to get some things to eat. Oh no, okay, you can cook faces that are on your face already. Good to know, I suppose. Do we want to change out any of our gear here? The gloves are giving us a point of agility, but would I rather have I might rather have the armor right now. We have these steel boots and these steel gauntlets that we just got, so... I guess there's no reason to wear these when I could wear chain gauntlets and they're 2 pounds lighter. Yeah, now we're up to 12 AV. That feels significant. Probably don't need... I'm going to take them. Hold on. We'll drop something else. Probably these extra gauntlets. How did you... I guess dude probably heard the gunfire and then was like, I'm just going to hide in here and wait for them to be gone. How about that? And he is obviously running away from us, so... It does make me feel a little bit bad about the thing that I'm doing. Ooh, check out this snakeskin armlet. It is an equipment for the arm slot that we do not currently have anything in. I will take on this carbide battle axe, and I'm just gonna... I was gonna say I'll disassemble this, but I guess we can't do that. You know what I can do is pass some loot over. I don't know what your carry capacity is, and I do wish that it was visible on this screen. That would be cool. But you are going to take on some of this loot for to sell later. So why don't you grab, I don't know, 4 desert rifles or so, and also a laser pistol? I'll keep 1 laser pistol, in case it makes sense for me to suddenly shoot a laser at somebody. Hard to imagine the situation where that would be sensible. These are, yeah, okay, 2 -3. Was there something I was gonna do? Oh, I was gonna look at my battle axe situation. So right now I'm using the Edge of the Uncanny Skull, which is a carbide, 8 penetration, 1d4 plus 1, and this opal pommeled steel battle axe, which opal pommeled is plus 1 to hit. So I think I prefer that over equipping the new carbide axe we picked up. It does have 1 more point of penetration, but to hit is pretty serious, right? Especially like with an axe where the damage is good, but what you're really hoping for is to hit your dismember. Okay, nobody hiding in here. Are we still lost? I think we are, right? I have to figure out where we are soon. Okay, I'll take a compass bracelet. That's got a pretty good value to weight ratio. Man, they have a lot of treasure chests in here. That's less exciting than the other chests that we found, but I'll take it. Every single time that happens, it spooks me. It makes me think I have gotten fire shot at me. Okay, cut off his feet. A visored miner's helmet. What does this do? Okay, +1 DV. Give me that. And then free hammer. I do not need to take these feet. So we still have a head slot open, right? Yep, that's pretty good. Interesting that we still only have 12 AV, so I guess we don't get the full stats of both of our hats. Which is, that's fair to prevent two-headed from being, like, really, really powerful, because it is only, I think, 2 mutation points. But, I'm not gonna lie, I took it in part because I was hoping it worked that way. I mean, Senator Atsunen has this under control, right? I probably don't need to intervene here, I'm just gonna watch. There's the fleeing, and then the chomping. I'll just... You got it. I believe in you. Take these. You are doing okay, right? Yeah, you're fine. Look, I helped. Ooh. Nylon body pack. Excellent. These are pretty high trade value. And just some food stuff. I guess we do know how to cook now. Yeah, take it all. Can I use the kindled flame to cook on? No. That would be kind of cool, right? Certainly not necessary, but cool. Alright, there we go. Now we have some ingredients to cook with. Alright, well this was very productive. Rest until healed before we leave the screen. The wind calms to a very gentle breeze blowing from the southeast. Huh. Okay. Don't know what Senator Atsunen is doing, but there's a lot of explosions going on over there. There was a treasure chest on that screen. Interesting. This is actually a pretty good chest. Read history with psychometry. It's a skull conjector. That's right. I shouldn't... Now that I have psychometry, I should never examine things. I should always read their history. You know what? I'll take this. We'll just... I was gonna say we'll just get Senator Atsinen to come over here, but apparently I gotta... No, don't shoot Senator Atsinen. You do a little bit of rescuing first. Any chance you're gonna... Nope, going to do something else, and it looks like you're in yellow health? I mean, there were a lot of grenades. Alright, let's drop something for a moment. We'll drop this gun and we'll maybe come back for it. I'm not even 100% sure that we will. We haven't even gotten to Gritgate yet, so... I'm just thinking, when we do, you know, trade value may suddenly become a thing we care about again. Hold on, I'm going to transfer screens just to draw the Senator back over to me. She's real fast, which can sometimes be a little bit of a bummer. Can I ask her to come over here? Yes, direct to move. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do that without at a distance without telekinesis, but I guess it probably wouldn't be a very useful command if you had to be adjacent to issue it under most circumstances. Alright, you... I'm going to give you some goggles. Maybe we should take off one of our helmets and give it to her, because we're not actually getting the stats for both of them. And she definitely has a head slot, right? We can see the head. Yeah, I'll take off my nullworm skull, which is, yeah, not going to affect my stats at all. And we'll give it to you. One more point of armor value for my very best friend in the whole world. Where is it? This one. So much of my garbage is stained with slime. And you also have a face slot, but I don't really... the goggles don't actually give much of a stat benefit. Alright. Did you equip that? Yes, you did. Even more impossible than before. What do you see? Sure, let's do it. Dismember... I mean, you know what she also has is a face. Do you want to wear a face? You know, I'm going to take off my Ranger maybe and give it to her so I can wear the face. Let's put this one on my face. It feels unwise to wear the other face. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Did that increase our ego again? It did not, I think. 20. Oh no, 19. Yeah, it totally does count. We do in fact benefit from wearing multiple faces. But do I want the armor value more? I might want the armor value more. In which case, I think I'm going to drop these. We should carry an extra face for in case we run into a situation where we really want the ego. And we should definitely try to remember to equip it before talking to merchants. I'll grab... Oh, sorry. Grab that and that. Okay. Do we... No, we're still lost. We should definitely preserve all this food. Well, I guess there's a fire already here. It is weird the number of fire pits you just see around in the wild. You would think that people wouldn't travel all that much, given the incredible danger of it and everything. There is another treasure chest. Do you think this is a good idea? I want you to really, consider what you're doing here. Imagine getting attacked by a dragon and set on fire and being like, yeah, let's go forward. I want to be part of that. More than I am now. Sure. I'll take these and these. Do we want... I'm not going to carry around scrap. I don't have disassemble yet. I don't think it's worth it to just carry stuff around for when we get disassemble, because we don't have anything in particular that we're looking toward building. Alright, well these Naphtali are going to get themselves torn to pieces real fast. Let's engage a little bit of time dilation and chop up some goat dudes. Okay, it's getting a little real over here. I do, however, appreciate that the sower ran over to us instead of... There we go. Instead of throwing any grenades, which could have been a real bad time. Do I want to... I think I'm just going to shoot north. I'm going to trust that the sower is under control. Well, you are really bad at hitting people when there are multiple enemies adjacent to you. That's fine. We'll lower the number of enemies then. We'll work together with our senator friend. Our friend, the senator. I'm taking a huge amount of damage here. 5-turn cooldown on dismember. Alright, I'm not gonna do anything drastic here. I am bleeding. Okay, you're dead, and also Fire Breath came back off cooldown, so bad news for those guys. And that is a person with a rifle. Alright, we'll just get behind a tree. Or, honestly, I'm gonna just step down a screen. We are not safe. I do not like this at all. Okay, let's execute a charge, but I don't feel good about it. I was really hoping that the dismember was going to result in a decapitation there. You know, better safe than sorry. We have several salve injectors. I'm just gonna pop one. It has turned into kind of a lot of enemies. Ooh, a folded carbide dagger is definitely worth picking up. Alright, and then we may as well just step back up here. Where is that guy? I mean, I guess we don't have to engage with the... What do you call it? The guy? You know, the guy. An Elastine Skullcap. Do these give... Oh, that's a huge amount of cold resistance, actually. Yeah, gimme. And this, and... I'll drop something. Ordinarily, I would just say we could ask our follower to come over here, but... Maybe I'll drop this face. Do I need to potentially, at any moment, have an extra point of ego? Is that a real thing? Oh, you know what I don't need to be carrying around is torches. I have my light very under control. There's the rifleman. I might want to sprint. Just get to some cover and then execute a charge and try to be pretty careful not to hit my... You know what? Just gonna walk over. Not at all confident that we wouldn't have hit Atsunen. Folded carbide short sword. I mean, they just keep giving us the loot. Hey, guess what? Are you in? I think she's in my space. Maybe not? I was gonna wait for her to just, like, walk to the side. Let's drop 3 carbide battle axes. Nope, you are, in fact, in my space. Just not willing to go elsewhere. I'm starting to think maybe she's got a little crush. You know, and I'm not opposed, certainly. Why don't you take all of these... I guess I just have the one desert rifle, but why don't you take all these desert rifles, and then also... some long swords, some hammers, yeah, just carry a bunch of garbage weaponry for me. We have a lot of daggers. I wonder how much Crysteel sells for. Alright, let's also make sure to equip that Elastine Skullcap. So, right now, 0 cold resist. Is the game smart enough? Yeah, and 12 minus 2, okay. So I'm not 100% sure how this works with us only getting the stats of one hat, or if it's like, maybe if that's not exactly how it is, maybe it's I'm getting the best version of the stats from each hat, so like, whichever one gets the largest, or has the largest armor value, we get all that armor, and then if the other hat had like more dodge, if we would get that. So we might want to experiment if that becomes a thing that we can reasonably do. God, there are so many enemies in these areas. Just gonna transfer screens, walk a little bit this way. I mean, we can fight this guy. Nope, sower tracked us. I'm just trying to break vision from the sowers. Oh, thank God. Alright, let's finish this guy off and then get the hell out of here. I do not like that Atsunen ran off to go fight something else without me. I'm not too worried about me. I'm definitely worried about Atsunen. Let's grab these and then hit minus. Yeah! Sweet freedom! Okay, we are going to this historical site, and then we'll go to Brick Gate. Look at how much travel we did there. Ice Frog! How are you still injured? We were traveling for such a long time. We are catching up in level. Hey, you attack this target. Let's stay together, shall we? Alright, managed to chop a piece off there. And the Quillipede is getting flurried. Okay, fails to penetrate my armor with the quills. That's a good sign. I'm definitely a little worried that our dude is going to just run off and get murdered. Yeah, we'll take this. Does this frog face give... Nope, just +1 ego. You know what? I'm not even going to pick up a salty, bloody frog face. So we weren't explicitly told that we had entered a tile of ruins. That we had discovered a forgotten ruin. I took off its head! Is that the first time I mean, I'm sure it's not the first time that Decapitate has gone off for us, but it is the first time I've noticed it going off for us. Just a single strike. Bam. Snicker snack, as they say. I would like to leave the tile, please. I would like to leave this Parasang. Middle hardpoint. Oh, there's an oily door in this space. I was trying to interact with that decapitated middle hardpoint. Okay. Can we please? I guess let's kill this goat man. Web-toed goat folk? Huh. Well, get dead. An ape fur cloak. That seems like a good thing to have. Although, actually, taking off my nylon body pack is fairly unlikely. Alright. Well done. Take that, novice of the Sightless Way. He did drop a canteen. We should probably grab that. Don't feel super... Ooh, wow, 29 grams of fresh water in there. Yep, definitely getting grenades thrown at me. Don't care for that. Please stop doing that, pair of intelligent gauntlets. Alright, we're going to pull you back up onto this screen, and I'm going to rest for a little while. So we take a lot of damage really, really quickly. I would just... Yeah, there we go. Just love to have some bearings. We're so close. There we go. Let's check out Kashur. Only 750 XP. I'm filled with the inspiration to name... Let's name our plate mail. I bet we're going to hold on to this plate mail for quite some time. I would like to name it based on its qualities. The mail of the rescued soldier. Is that appropriate? I guess I was a soldier. Well... What is an appropriate color for my cool, rescued... Fullerite plate mail. So Fullerite's not actually on the list. I cannot use the normal... I mean, Fullerite's just black. So it's like it's a dark color naturally. But maybe we could set some highlights in it? Urban camouflage? We're gonna go tartan. Tartan's got some dark colors in it, but it's a little more cheery overall. Okay. Member of the 4th Anti-Reductian Cabal. Reprogrammed by the Mechanimists. How is my reputation with the 4th Anti-Reductian Cabal? Pretty bad, actually. Docile members of the Cabal won't attack me. But is this a Cabal space, or do the Mechanimists run the show here? Nope. Apparently we got Snapjaws. Antireduct the Fourth. The Amber Inkwell died of natural causes at 102 years old. Fascinating. Ow. Why would you engrave the spear you're gonna throw at me? Huh. That's not new information, sadly. So I guess I'm poisoned. I'm a little poisoned. I have another engraved spear. That one is new, so that's probably another 5,000 XP next time we're in the Stilt. Good to know. So it turns out there are some slightly higher level Snapjaws. Uh-oh. Somebody's blowing a horn or something. Is it you? You do not obviously have a horn. I'm a little worried that it might be some magic, you know. I will take this. So I guess we found a high-level Snapjaw haunt. I have very little concern about Atsanin. I'm sure she will handle that just fine. So I'm just going to go exploring while she's already cleared them. Hey, look at that. More reasons to go back to the Stilt, as if we needed any. I feel like we go to the Stilt a lot on pretty much every character. Hold on a second. Is that another... It is, in fact, another nugget. And all kinds of stuff, actually. Folded carbine wrist blade. Okay, it doesn't have any particular... It's just a fancy name for a dagger. Well, I'll take it. Folded carbide. Actually, you know what? I don't know how much weight you could still carry, but, like, I should give you some stuff. I am carrying too much stuff. Nothing that I'd be super sad if it disappeared, though. So probably it's just a lot of, like, I'm just going to give you all of this stuff. And also this revolver. Okay. That helps. And I apparently have a weird artifact. Normalizing chain boots. So do they emit normality gas? When powered, this armor stabilizes reality for its wearer. Huh. I wonder what that actually means, mechanically speaking. Oh, apparently she has detected an enemy. Well, she'll handle it. Wow, there are a lot of reprogrammed scrap shovelers in this area. It's nice that they're not all hostile. We could probably take them all, but I wouldn't necessarily want to go to battle with this many enemies. Alright. Auto-explore. Found a big pile of boulders for some reason. Auto-explore needs to fill in those last little tiles. Yeah, sure, take it all. Apparently I missed a treasure chest there. I think a robot was standing on it, in my defense. Snapjaw Trapper. I am, in fact, entangled. I don't feel that entangled. I can still move pretty freely here. Ooh, a painted chain coif. So, better stats than the thing I'm wearing now, right? This is the same armor value, but with 2 more dodge? I think. Give me this. And a Fullerite longsword. Feels like I should definitely not take a Fullerite longsword. So... Oh, no, wait. Yeah, that's right. Our helmet is 1-1. Do I want to take off the helmet? Or do I want to take off the helmets that have these useful secondary effects for the chain coif? I think I might just give this to our ally. I'm just going to pass turn a couple of times here. I was hoping she would just come over. Unfortunately, as far as I'm aware, you can't just, like, yell, hey, come find me. I have to actually be able to see her to ask her to do things. So we'll just drop some battle axes. You know, how many battle axes does one man need? Oh, interesting. This is a multi-floor area. Well, I was planning to just clean this up really fast and then head toward Gritgate, but if this is going to be a multi-floor dungeon that might actually have some interesting stuff going on in it, perhaps it is best that we end the episode here. Yeah, okay. We'll come back. You know what? That's going to be it for us for today because we're very out of time. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, we're just going to clear out Gambler Home. My suspicion is we'll get the thing done pretty quickly. And then, back to the main plot. And we'll see you then.